At the start of Game of Thrones, Tyrion Lannister is a rich dwarf who loves drinking and sex. He's also smart and sensitive. He feels unloved and mistreated, so he uses his sarcastic drunk persona to protect himself from emotional pain. Tyrion's relationship with his family is complicated. He loves his brother Jaime, but his father Tywin and sister Cersei treat him as an embarrassment to their proud family. So from the start, Tyrion's loyalty to the Lannisters is in question. Jaime asks whose side he's on. Tyrion visits the Wall. He pisses off the edge of the world and makes friends with Jon Snow. Tyrion gives Bran a special saddle so he can ride after he's crippled. As a dwarf, Tyrion has sympathy for cripples, bastards, and broken things. Catelyn Stark arrests Tyrion on false charges and brings him to Lysa, who locks him in a sky cell. Tyrion goes free after a trial by combat, thanks to the mercenary Bronn. They're both almost killed by hill tribesmen, but Tyrion convinces them to join him. Tyrion's really good at talking his way out of danger and turning enemies into allies. Tyrion's father Tywin has, quote, always been a cunt, treating Tyrion as a constant disappointment. He gives Tyrion a chance to prove himself, sending Tyrion to the capital to rule as Hand of the King, but Tywin forbids Tyrion from bringing his mistress, the prostitute Shae. Tywin and Tyrion have a history with women. Tyrion had once married a common girl called Tysha, and Tywin thought she was unworthy, so he had her gang-raped. Tyrion and Tywin's relationship is poisoned with misogyny, shame, and resentment. So, in defiance of his father, Tyrion brings Shae to King's Landing. In Season 1, Tyrion's smart, funny persona masks deep insecurities and pain. In Season 2, Tyrion rules as Hand, creating conflict with Cersei, who wants the power to herself. He also butts heads with Joffrey, the psycho little fuckwit king. Tyrion forms an uneasy alliance with Varys, who sees potential in Tyrion, and Tyrion secretly continues his relationship with Shae. Tyrion and Cersei's rivalry spirals into violence. Cersei's furious when Tyrion sends her daughter to Dorne, so Cersei tries to hurt him by beating Ros, who she thinks is Tyrion's lover. And Tyrion threatens Cersei, promising to turn her joy into ashes in her mouth. King's Landing is attacked by Stannis, and Tyrion defends the city. He destroys Stannis' fleet with wildfire and personally leads an attack. His face is cut by a Kingsguard, and he's saved by his faithful squire Podrick. Shae declares her love to Tyrion, and asks him to start a new life with her. But Tyrion feels he belongs in the politics of King's Landing. So in Season 2, Tyrion finds new purpose in playing the Game of Thrones. But then Tywin returns and takes all the credit for saving the city from Stannis, and Tywin replaces Tyrion as Hand of the King. So in Season 3, Tyrion confronts Tywin and demands recognition for helping the family. Tyrion asks his father for love and approval, but Tywin gives him cruelty and contempt. He describes his hatred and disgust for Tyrion, for his drinking and whoring, and for being a dwarf. He blames Tyrion for his mother's death in childbirth, says Tyrion will never inherit the family castle, and that he'll kill Tyrion's next whore. Tyrion keeps on trying to prove himself, working as Master of Coin, but Tywin still refuses to acknowledge him. Tyrion makes a point of rewarding Podrick with a trip to the brothel. Tyrion gives Pod the love and approval that Tyrion wishes he got from Tywin. Tyrion takes solace with Shae and also confides in Bronn. Tywin makes Tyrion marry Sansa Stark, which puts Tyrion in an awkward position. He wants to keep Shae happy, but he also wants to do right by Sansa. Tywin tells Tyrion to get Sansa pregnant so the Lannisters can claim the North. Tyrion refuses to force himself on Sansa, and all the old resentments over Tysha return. Tyrion gets drunk and threatens King Joffrey, and Tywin reminds Tyrion how much he hates him. So by the end of Season 3, Tyrion's stuck in a deeply uncomfortable marriage, his mistress is pissed, his father hates him, the king hates him, and the realm is racked with war. How long can it go on? Tyrion asks. In Season 4, Tyrion tries to help his wife Sansa as she grieves for her murdered family. When Jaime comes home without a hand, it kind of brings the brothers closer, now that they're both cripples of a sort. Cersei finds out about Shae, so Tyrion tries to break up with her, to send her away to safety. Shae refuses to leave him, so Tyrion gets hurtful. saying that Shae's a whore, that she's not good enough, echoing Tywin's hate. Tyrion hurts the one he loves in trying to protect her. At Joffrey's wedding, Joffrey publicly humiliates Tyrion, and when Joffrey's poisoned, Cersei accuses Tyrion of the murder. The trial goes badly, and gets worse when Shae testifies against Tyrion, probably under duress by Cersei. Tyrion feels deeply betrayed by the woman he loved, by his father, and by the whole city, who turn against Tyrion after he'd saved them all from Stannis. A lifetime of pain and hate comes pouring out. He says, "I wish I was the monster you think I am." Tyrion demands trial by combat, but his champion, Prince Oberyn, is killed. So Tyrion is sentenced to death by his own father for a crime he didn't commit. In the finale, Jaime and Varys break Tyrion out of jail, and Tyrion finds out that Shae has become Tywin's lover. This shows the total hypocrisy of Tywin's hatred for whores, and it shows the depth of Shae's betrayal. She calls Tywin my lion, when that was her pet name for Tyrion. Shae takes a knife, and Tyrion strangles her. Then he apologizes to her corpse, because after all, Shae didn't ask for any of this when Tyrion took her in Season 1. Finally, Tyrion confronts his father, who still refuses to respect Tyrion's feelings. Tywin says, "You're no son of mine," and Tyrion replies, "I have always been your son." Because Tyrion and Tywin are alike. They have the same insecurities around power and pride, women and love, and in the end, they have the same cold brutality. Tyrion kills his father and leaves the country with Varys. In Season 4, Tyrion's struggle for love and acceptance ends with betrayal and murder. In Season 5, Tyrion is depressed and hopeless, filled with guilt and self-loathing for killing Tywin and Shae. Varys wants him to help Daenerys, and Tyrion goes along with it just because he's got nothing better to do while he drinks himself to death. In Volantis, Tyrion is captured by Jorah, who also wants to take him to Daenerys. In Valyria, Tyrion sees Daenerys' dragon, Drogon. Tyrion has always been fascinated by dragons, and seeing one for real brings a sense of hope and wonderment back to his life. Tyrion needs something to live for, and Jorah says that Daenerys is worth believing in. Jorah and Tyrion are attacked by stone men, then they're captured by slavers. Tyrion talks about his cock, and he ends up meeting Queen Daenerys. He convinces Daenerys to take him on as a political advisor. He is useful to her because he knows the politics of Westeros, and he knows Queen Cersei. And Tyrion and Daenerys have a lot in common. Both of their fathers were powerful and cruel politicians. Both of their mothers died in childbirth. Both of them like political power, but also have compassion for the weak. So Daenerys and Tyrion get along. They try to make peace in Meereen by working with Hizdahr and opening the fighting pits, and that all turns to shit, but Tyrion gets to see Daenerys taking flight on her dragon, showing him that there is still magic and hope in the world. In Season 5, Tyrion finds someone to believe in. In Season 6, Daenerys is gone, and Tyrion is left to bring peace to a divided and dangerous Meereen. It's a huge political challenge, and a chance to prove himself to his new queen. Tyrion starts by unchaining Dany's dragons, and he gets the Red Priests to support Daenerys. But the main threat is the Sons of the Harpy, and Tyrion learns they're funded by the nearby slave cities. So Tyrion makes a peace deal with the slavers, though Grey Worm and Missandei warn him that it won't work. For a while, there's peace in Meereen. Varys leaves, and Tyrion says that he'll miss him. Tyrion tries to make friends with Grey Worm and Missandei. Tyrion's a long way from home, and he's lonely. Just when Meereen seems safe, the slavers attack. Tyrion's peace deal fails, and everything goes to shit just as Daenerys returns. So Dany is not impressed, but she still listens to Tyrion's advice. He convinces her not to go full fire and blood on the slavers, and instead to just kill some and warn the rest not to attack again. He oversees Dany's alliance with the Greyjoys, and he tells her to break up with Daario so she's open to marriage. Daenerys sees the value in Tyrion's advice, and he's impressed by her compromises and self-sacrifice. They respect each other, and Tyrion starts to fall in love with her. He declares his loyalty to Daenerys, and she names him Hand of the Queen. From Daenerys, Tyrion finally gets the respect and approval that he never got from his father. In Season 7, Tyrion comes home to Westeros, with Daenerys' invading army. Tyrion helps plan the war against his own siblings, Cersei and Jaime, and Tyrion says not to attack King's Landing with dragons because that would kill thousands of people, including his family. Tyrion encourages Dany to team up with Jon, and his friendship with Jon helps build this powerful alliance. But Tyrion's war plans fail. His strategy loses Daenerys the Dornish, Greyjoys, and Tyrells. Daenerys questions Tyrion's loyalty. Maybe Tyrion doesn't want her to destroy the Lannisters, because they're his family. When Daenerys burns a Lannister army, Tyrion watches in horror as his brother Jaime is almost killed. He walks through the ashes of his family's army, and Randyll Tarly condemns Tyrion for betraying his family and his homeland. Tyrion is disturbed when Dany burns the Tarlys. Tyrion still believes that Daenerys could be a great queen, but his loyalty is torn between her and his family. Tyrion meets with Jaime and tries to explain his feelings about their father. Tyrion arranges the peace meeting between Dany and Cersei, and when it breaks down, Tyrion faces his sister. Cersei hates him for killing Tywin, but Tyrion wants her to know that he never meant to hurt their family. He feels terrible about the deaths of her kids, and of Tywin. Tyrion tries desperately to make peace, and Cersei tricks him. She uses her pregnancy to convince Tyrion that she'll help Daenerys fight the dead when Cersei's actually planning to betray them. On the way north, Tyrion is disturbed when Dany and Jon have sex, partly because Tyrion kind of loves Dany, but also because this complicates the political situation. So, in Season 7, Tyrion's loyalties are torn. He wants Daenerys to make the world better, but he also wants to protect his family, Jaime and Cersei, and her unborn child. So what'll happen with Tyrion in the final season? It looks like Jaime will join Daenerys against the dead, and Jaime could tell Tyrion that Cersei's planning to betray everyone, which might make it easier for Tyrion to side against Cersei. But still, Tyrion has sympathy for broken things, and Cersei is the brokenest of all. Maybe Tyrion will still want to protect his sister and her unborn child. There are theories that Cersei and Tyrion made some secret deal, like to make Cersei's child heir to the throne or something. Tyrion might get back with Bronn and Pod, the old squad back together again. He'll probably reunite with his ex-wife, Sansa. Sansa appreciates that Tyrion was good to her, and Tyrion knows that Sansa's smart. Maybe they could form a political alliance, and Tyrion could advise her. Tyrion might get closer with Dany's dragons. There are theories that Tyrion is a secret Targaryen, though we've already got one of those. Still, it'd be cool if Tyrion rode a dragon, and he does have experience designing special saddles. If Tyrion survives to the end, maybe he'll help Daenerys break the wheel and introduce democracy to Westeros, like he suggested last season. Or maybe he'll rule Casterly Rock to spite Tywin, who said he never would. Maybe he'll start that winery he mentioned in Season 6. Or maybe he'll die at the age of 80 with a belly full of wine and a girl on his cock, as in Season 1. But Tyrion's story is defined by tragedy. There are hints in the books that Tyrion might lose his tongue, or maybe he'll lose his life. Tyrion might never get the love and acceptance that he craves. But most of all, let's just hope we get the punchline to that joke about the jackass and the honeycomb. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and press the bell. We're holding a live stream right after each episode of Thrones Season 8. We've also got merch now, so you can get AltShiftX shirts and pins at the link below. Thank you to the patrons, including Shenanigans MC, Stephanie Cannon, Jordan Schafer, Joel Tremblay, Maggie Greenberg, Mystery, Mishlis, Dovnall, and Oath. Cheers.